Hello people and welcome back to my Hardcore Ironman account, and as you all know from the ending of my last progress video on Vizela, I've begun playing Raw Cities again after roughly 6 months of inactivity, and this is mostly because of the Runecrafting grind I'm currently in the middle of grinding out for my Matscape on my main. But I'd be lying if I didn't say that I've had an itch to begin playing Raw Cities for the last couple of months, having been watching other Hardcore Ironman series on YouTube. Originally, my plan for bringing Raw Cities back was to AFK on the account and collect resources, but because Runecrafting has taken such a long time for me to do, I've decided to commit to playing the account and putting together some good hardcore Ironman content, so I hope you guys enjoy this video and the ones to follow. As you've been watching whilst I ramble on here, I started off this progress video in the Stronghold of Security to get my free 10k. Back in November when I first began playing the account, I collected steel bodies and sold them to Horvik in Vara instead of getting the free 10k. When I got my free 10k and the fighter boots from the 4th level of the Stronghold, I proceeded to buy an adamant pickaxe. Keep in mind at the time of this recording I was planning to just AFK Maya and Pure Essence whilst I played on Vizela, but I changed my mind and begun playing the account normally again, which meant that I jumped straight back on the grind for my full Graceful set, which was what I was grinding out before I stopped playing the account back in November. So I missed the level, but we just got level 60 agility finally. We begun this back in November, back when we were playing this Hardcore Ironman account, back when the game mode first started. But we got 60 agility, which means we can move on to Camelot now, and we do have enough Graceful marks of Graceful to go and get some of the Graceful set, which will help me restore energy whilst I'm doing the Camelot course, because whilst I haven't done the diary, which brings the teleport location of Camelot outside to the bank, I'm going to be using a lot of run energy running between the yew trees up to where the course starts. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and use some of these marks and Graceful to get some more of the Graceful set. We've already got the gloves, and we probably have enough to get the body and the legs, which reduce the most weight, and then we'll use that to continue training our agility. And our target is to get up to level 70 agility whilst getting full Graceful, so we can use the Taverley dungeon shortcut to get to Blue Dragons, and from there we'll be using that to get to our protection prayers, which is basically the standard startup that Hardcore Ironman did back in November when this game mode started. But I'm rambling now, so I'm just going to end this clip. So we have 76 marks of grace here, which means that we have enough now to buy the hood and the cape that we need to finish our full Graceful set. So let's go to Birth Warp and get that. So here we are with Grace. We're going to buy the hood and the cape, and that means we now have full Graceful, which is very, very nice. Look at that, pretty sweet to have on a level 34 Hardcore Ironman. But the agility grind is not over yet. We still need to get 70 agility to unlock the Taverley shortcut, so we can go to Blue Dragons to get the Dragon Bones that we need to get our prayer up. We have Priest and Peril done from one of the previous episodes that I did, and we find it here on the quest list. There we are. We've done Priest and Peril already, so we can use the Ectofungus to get our prayer up, but we do need 70 agility to do the shortcut to make that grind slightly more easier. But now we have full Graceful. What we're going to do is we're going to head out to the agility pyramid now. We're going to use that to get the final 4 levels that we need to get to 70 agility, and that's going to give us some much needed cash on the account to buy some certain stuff that we'll need for later on in the episode and the series. But yeah, pretty proud to have done this on a Hardcore Ironman, and let's get on with the episode. And there it is, guys, 70 agility. We now can use the Taverley shortcut. I did say in my last episode of my Hardcore Ironman back in November that it would take me a day to do. It's actually taken me 6 months. Which is really funny. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish this run. We're halfway, well not halfway, but we're a quarter way through of this agility run. We're going to get one more agility top. We're going to cash that in. That's going to bring our cash stack up to over 1.4 mil, and that's really nice cash stack to use in the early game. And then after that, I think I'm going to talk about some of the ideas that I've come up with in the last 3 days. It took us about 3 days to get to 70 agility from 66 agility on the agility pyramid. Did I just say to get to 66 agility? I mean, I get to 70 agility. Fucking dumb commentating there. But yeah, let's get this agility top, and then we'll talk about what we're going to do next. So initially what my plan was for this account, I think, was I was going to get 70 agility, I was going to then go to Tabby Dungeon with Fire Strikes and get my protection prayers on the active fungus, which is why I did Priest and Peril in the last progress videos that I did for this account. However, a couple of updates have happened since. Win to T-Dot obviously came out for the fire making, which is a really nice way to start a hardcore Ironman account, because you can get the early game farming seeds and herbal, and it gives you a ton of other supplies such as fish to eat and use whilst slaying and so on. And then the other update that happened recently was Wilderness Slayer, which means that when you get a Slayer task from the new Slayer Master in Edgeril, you can get a really low leveled Slayer task, because it scales down to your combat level, obviously minus 34, so I won't be getting any really big tasks, I don't think, from that Slayer Master. And if I do, you can just go to tutorial in Breathwalk just to reset the task. But my plan now is, it has changed now that I'm 70 agility. I'm not going to go to fire giants. I'm not going to go to blue dragons, I should say, to get my protection prayers. What I'm going to do is, whilst my combat level is still low, I'm going to go and get the requirements I need to start Winter T-Dot, which is obviously 50 fire making. I might do some fishing as well to get that up to 50, because Winter T-Dot, the crates that you get for the reward, scales to what level you are. So currently my level right now is 31, so I'd get a lot of trout and salmon. But if I train my fishing level up to 50, I would get some lobsters and swordfish. So it's stuff like that I have to consider, and that's basically what I'm going to be grinding out for the rest of tonight, now that I'm 70 agility. And yeah, the plan has changed, and that's what I'm going to be doing for the next couple of progress videos. Undecided whether I'll get 99 fire making. I should do, if I'm going to commit to it, but I might not do that. Just depends how I go along with it, and we'll see what decision I make later on in the series. And there we are, guys, 50 fire making done and complete. We can now head over to Winter T-Dot. What we're going to do next is I'm going to go and do some fishing. I'm going to get my fishing up to, what's the fishing level for swordfish? I think it's 45, no, it's 50. I'm going to get my fishing up to 50, and I might cook that fish I'm going to get as well. But I'm going to do that in the next episode. I'm actually going to end the episode here. Sorry if I swear to you. But before we end, I just wanted to show you something that's happened. We're actually now at 3,600 death runes, and we have a cat here, but I'm not going to put this cat through and give it over to the civilians to get my death count up to 3,800. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this cat for RFD and some of the other quests that you need a cat for, because I think I have enough death runes there, which we're eventually going to use on barrows. So the plan is, I'm going to go and do fishing. That'll be in the next progress video, and I'm thinking of getting my woodcutting level up to 60, and I'm going to leave this episode with a question: why would I get my woodcutting level up to 60? What can I unlock at 60 other than use, and what can I get at level 60? I'll leave you guys to figure that out. Thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next progress video. Whoa, where do you think you're going? I just remembered after editing this video. Don't go anywhere, don't click off yet. Do have something to say that I should have said before I ended the episode, but because I'm such a bad YouTuber, I just remembered it whilst I was editing the video. I will have a new video coming out in the next couple of days. It is a redo of the Astral Rune guide that I did last week. I took on board the comments that some of you made on that video, some of the things that I missed, and then I had a big think, and some other things that I did miss about that guide that I should have put in. So I have taken down that video, and I'm in the middle of remaking it, and I have actually redone all the footage and the content, and I'm about halfway through doing it, and it's a lot more in depth, and it explains everything a bit more, and it will be Ironman friendly. So if any of you are Ironman accounts and you don't know how to do Astral Runes efficiently, to get your magic experience up at the same time, I will be showing you how to do that in that video. So thank you again for watching. Another outro done on this video, but yeah, I just wanted to put that in before I ended the episode. Hey, so you're probably wondering, what the fuck am I doing on a hardcore Ironman account in Deep Wilderness? Why would I risk this? Well, I'm doing it for the content mostly. I don't think there's anyone on YouTube who would ever dare risk their Hardcore Ironman account going this deep into wilderness.